Yep.
We're live. Good morning. Waiting on my peoples. We're heading out of town as soon as the live's done, so gonna be a long day of driving. Well, not really.
It'll be a long day. You sitting on your butt while I drive.
Reading my book on my phone if I don't get car sick. So hope you guys are noticing my my new banner and logo for my channel. I just got it this morning. I am thrilled. We will put a link down in the comment on who did my logo for me. I got it from Bolo Buddy's page also, so, but I really, really love it. Love it. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Beth. I know Lori said she was going to be a few minutes late, and I'm sure Elizabeth will be here shortly. I'm still trying to take pictures this morning. I'm still hoping to get up tomorrow and get some listings loaded. I did put my store on a couple days vacation, and I'm ready for a little bit of a break anyway. I was just going through all my comments for my last couple of videos and yesterday's video and yesterday's short. Yeah. My first short on my Aflac duck. I had another thing I was listing this morning, and I got the little thing on eBay that says potential recall. It's always good to go look when you get that notice to see if the item that you're listing, and just familiarize yourself. It was a Fisher Price item, so it was good to go back and look through all the Fisher Price recalls, but my item wasn't included in that list. So it's been my morning, getting ready to leave, packing up other computers, get out the door. Yep. Kind of good. Good to have a break. Robert's over there sending me comments, sending me questions, looking at me like I forgot something. Well, thank you for lots of nice comments about the shipping video. I'm going to try to do that more often, I think. Good morning, Hydran. We've got a video of me opening up the stuff you sent. I got to get to it next. Now I got to do the comps for it, and then we'll hopefully get it out probably next week. I don't think we're going to have time this week to get to it, but at least finally got to get my caught up on opening boxes. Oh no, Cheryl Shiny Squirrel. Yeah, YouTube is your friend when you're trying to hook up new equipment to your computer. There's a YouTube for pretty much any issue that you're going to have. So yeah, I would do that. And then make sure when you hook up your thermal printer, then you have to go into every single platform, and don't forget PayPal if you ever use it to ship stuff, and change it all to the 4x6 labels. So that was something, you know, I had a friend who just started selling on eBay and got a, what's the one we used to use? Dymo. And he kept printing out labels after he had already clicked print a label. And of course they weren't fitting. So you have to go into that screen where you're printing your labels. There's a block you have to click on and make sure you change it to 4x6. Cheryl, I think so many people talk about buying other label makers. I would try to get that one set up and see if it's going to work for you. You know,
If she wants a Rolo, I can stick a Rolo.
But yeah, if you want a Rolo, I love when I started cross-listing to all these other platforms, it was the best decision I made, because You know, I was using a Dymo, but it was doing the like 2x7 labels and nobody else would print on that. So it's definitely a time saver.
We've had fewer problems out of that printer too.
Yes, the Dymo we had, I probably bought 4 or 5 Dymos in the few years that we were doing Amazon, because the labels kept, every once in a while, the label would somehow get attached to it and flip upside down. And once that happened, it never worked again, right? That adhesive on there, you just couldn't get it cleaned enough. And so after that, you know, we never did have the Dymo that did the 4x6. Hydran. I'm in the middle here. I forget I can do this. It was so nice. Yes. We didn't do a garden this year. We've done gardens in the past. And in fact, last year, was it last year or the year before? We did a large garden and I canned a bunch.
A bunch. Last year,
I think it was last year.
That was 2 years ago. We did a big one because that's when I dropped the thing on my head.
Yeah. Somebody was using one of those, what is it called? T-post drivers. And it came down and whacked him in the head. And we had major stitches. And he's lucky he didn't get hurt worse. But yeah. I love having a garden. But this year, I really didn't need one because I'm still, you guys can't see it, but I have all my canning stuff like right over here. And I still have tons of canned goods. Now that the kids aren't here, I don't cook a whole lot. Yeah, Cheryl, mine's not Bluetooth either. It's a plug-in. So, yeah, we just have it attached to the computer that I use here to do all my work on. Rollo does have wireless now. And, you know, if for some reason something ever happens to this printer, we may do that. That way you can take it with you and not have to worry about all the cables and everything.
But if you're only using that one computer, wired is simpler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys can hear Robert. Did you fix it so it's picking you up on that side of the mic? Oh. No. Yep, we're still working up until we leave. But I got invited to some thing with eBay and they accepted I'm in one of those things that you sign up for and it's like a community thing and they send me all of these, what's the word I'm trying to come up with? Polls to fill out. You know, every time they make changes, they send these things that you fill out. Well, they sent me one that said, would I be interested in doing a Zoom call with other sellers on Thursday? And we'll be meeting up with other eBay employees to talk about, I'm not quite sure what, but I got accepted. So in the midst of our trip tomorrow, we're going to have to slow down so I can do this 2-hour Zoom call. So it'll be fun. I'm just wondering, it made comments about some of the changes that they've made recently to like the seller hub and everything. So we'll see how in-depth it is, how many people are involved. But I'm also reimbursed for my time, so that's nice. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? When times are a little bit slow, oh, that's you.
What?
I put your comment up there. You know, we're trying to.
I'm famous now.
Yeah, organize our inventory somewhat. I have been working on some of my Goodwill bags. I'm determined by the end of the summer to have been through a lot of that. So I got lots of videos to make, lots of videos to release. Trying to see if I missed anything. Good morning, Mutton Ridge Finds. I know Robert's on here. Telling everybody hi. Yep. Oh, Here's Elizabeth.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How's it going?
Good. Sitting here just chatting with those people in the chat right now.
I'm going to try to keep up better with the chat today before I get so far behind. Hello, everybody. Beth,
That's
Mary.
a good sale, Cheryl. $90 golf bag. Right, the size box you'd have to use.
I see some names. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I have a cat over here who doesn't tolerate any other animals. And she laid in a box that is right in the middle of the floor. So it's kind of her own fault because everybody wants to pass by. And she's just old. She turned 10 years old this year. So not my oldest cat, but anyway. So anyway, I was just saying there are names I don't recognize. So welcome new people. I'm assuming you've already been welcoming new people.
Robert has. I've been trying to keep up with it.
Nice to have you.
Yeah, I was telling everybody about my new banner and my logo. I just love it.
On your store?
Yes. No, on my channel. But
on your channel.
Okay. On my channel.
I gotta go look.
It's very sweet. I love it. I just kind of was like, plush our people too. Welcome. I don't remember. Robert's chatting with me. Go figure it out.
Oh, nice. Who did the artwork?
What is her name? Let me go look at my messages. I pulled it from Courtney Bolo Buddy's channel, which was so neat because we sent her a message because, I've talked about this and talked about it. And so I found it on Courtney's channel, Bolo Buddies, and we sent her a message and she's like, okay, let me go subscribe to your channel to get a feel of you. Well, and then she comes back almost immediately and goes, oh, I'm already subscribed to you. So that was nice. And then I just kind of was like, Robert threw out a couple of ideas and I had no clue what was coming, but we just got them this morning. So.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Awesome.
Of course, yeah. I can't remember people's names.
Oh, you know what would even make it more perfect is to have
Robin.
Would just put a little arrow behind, like pointing behind where you can't see, and put plus that guy in the background or something like that.
Oh, y'all.
The guy in the background.
Yeah. Or we could just call him what's the other word that Noel uses?
Peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of words for him. But yeah. Yeah, some of the comments I get on my videos.
Hilarious, though.
Let's see, Cheryl said she shipped the golf bag. Oh, in its original box. That's good. Going UPS. Yeah, you almost have to do UPS for that stuff. I've heard, though, if you get into golf clubs and golf bags, yeah, you can maybe get boxes from golf club stores. But I know that on the nurse flipper, the bearded thrifter, I think his name is, I think buys specific boxes for golf clubs.
What you said just made me remember. I had a flashback memory from the 70s. Okay, who out there remembers when you could ship really large packages on a Greyhound bus?
I did.
Anybody remember that? Did you?
I did. I sold a huge Little Tykes toy box.
Yeah.
And wrapped it in heavy garbage bags and took it to the Greyhound station.
I don't even know if you can still do that or not. Does Greyhound even still run? I don't even know.
I think the town next to us they have a bus station that you can take for long distances. I'm not sure if it's Greyhound though.
Yeah. But my dad had 3 or 4 men that he called his Marine Corps buddies. They were people he fought with in World War II. And they were just a close-knit group, and they kept in touch and communicated, like, always at Christmas. And one of the families, they were from Ohio, and I guess they just like to do gifts, and they would gather up. I don't know. I can just imagine that they just shopped all year, and they would put together the most fun box. It was a huge box of just all this little stuff. I'm sorry, there's a cat making noise. Yeah, sorry, I have all the animals here. It was just this most fun box. It was like a big giant Christmas stocking with all this little stuff, and they would ship it on the Greyhound bus. So we would have to go to the nearest Greyhound station to pick it up. And it was so fun. Just a fun memory way back in the
Around
70s.
here, we even have like Santa trains still, because we have trains that come through our area, and at Christmas time, Santa's on the train throwing gifts and candy and stuff. Yeah.
Set your thing up here.
What? I don't know what he's doing.
Nothing. Just ignore me.
Oh. He's sending me coded messages. But yeah, this is going to be a crazy day for us.
Yeah, so you're headed out of town after this?
Mm-hmm.
How long are you going to be gone?
I would like to be back tomorrow, to be honest. But we'll see. My son's not available to meet up this weekend. So at this point, is that you or me? Oh, I picked up my phone thinking I had to answer a 2-step verification. Don't you guys just love them?
I know. I mean, it's for our own safety, but it's annoying sometimes.
Yes.
Google requires it for YouTube if you have to be monetized.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I mean, a lot of things require it, but I wish Facebook Messenger required something more, because my Messenger is always getting hacked. And just this past week, this random link to some video got sent out to a bunch of my people that I message on Messenger. And I was like, ugh. It didn't block me from my account, which I have a friend locally who I got a weird message from her Messenger, and she got blocked from her entire account and it had to jump through hoops to get back in. So that was a pain because they just like hacked into everything of hers and changed all her passwords and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but Robert's family gets hacked all the time. In fact, he got a message just like last week or so, and it was from his cousin, but the name had been changed, because the only way we knew that was because it still had old messages in there about his grandmother. And so he was like, "Who are you?" And she kept not responding. And finally he's like, "You've hacked this account," you know, and he reported it. But yeah,
if you're not sure, you can always, like, if somebody's messaging you and you it's a family member, ask them a question that only a family member would know, and usually they'll go away after that.
I think that's what he did. Like, what was his grandma's name or something? And of course she couldn't respond. But yeah, it was an old Facebook account.
Beth says you can still ship things on Greyhound. And Cheryl Shiny Squirrel says, that's how I shipped my wedding gifts from my first marriage from South California to Fort Hood, Texas back in 1988. That's awesome. Hey, Lori.
Hi, guys. Hi. Setting up in my guest bedroom.
Okay.
That is a purse bedroom. Wait till you see the closet. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing some
always fun to see where
today.
you're going to be coming from every day.
So how are you girls?
We're good. Get ready to leave here as soon as this is over.
Oh, yeah?
Car's packed.
What's your time frame today? How long? What time do we need to get
excited.
Oh, right at 1. So we'll just do the 2 hours right at 1. So, but yeah, still trying to take a few pictures, try to have stuff ready to go, do a little work. I wake up at like 5:30 and then I let Grumpy over here sleep later. So that's my time that I usually do all my listings. So I'll just take my laptop and sit there and work till he's ready to wake up.
I love to sleep in the morning. I wish I mean, that's one of my biggest struggles is having a bedtime, actually meeting it, waking up at the exact, I really, 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 really want to do that. Really. But it's like I get, I'll get 10 o'clock comes, I'm ready to lay down, everything is fine. 2 hours later, I'm still awake, getting up, doing other stuff. Gotta do this.
Well, that was Robert last night. I heard him say something about the puzzle he's working on and that he couldn't figure out a few of the pieces. So I wake up this morning, he's finished the daggone puzzle because there were a few pieces he couldn't figure out. So he wanted to finish the puzzle before we left.
Nice.
So I don't know what time he stayed up till.
So you guys leave today, and how long are you gone through the weekend?
No, my son's not going to be available. He does Amazon, or he was doing Amazon full time, but just kind of started feeling a little uneasy, like most of us are feeling with the reselling world. And so he decided to go get a regular job. He's still doing Amazon, but he's scaling back some. But he wanted, a real income.
Something like I picked up it's off season for our charter business. So I picked up a job with my girlfriend doing vacation.
Did everybody stall but me?
I heard her.
There you guys are. Both of you stalled at the same time. It was like,
StreamYard is really weird this morning. It took me like 4 or 5 times to jump on. Like it wasn't giving me a microphone or a, camera. It's really weird. But what was I saying?
And that must
you're
have
off
been
job, off season.
Oh yeah, it's off season for us. So my girlfriend needed help cleaning vacation rentals, and I'm like, sure. And it's not easy, but it's easy money. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how to clean. And vacation rentals are somewhat clean when you get to them most of the time. But that's really good side money. And that actually relieves some of the stress from reselling being, right now.
And won't she give you free toilet paper and stuff? Because I know I used to have
what? I came home with some free capers the other day, guys.
I used to have
free capers.
Oh, nice. When I was doing PTA, I was a treasurer, and our president was managed a bunch of vacation rentals, and so there was all the time stuff would get left there, and
so much stuff. Well, this is also good for me for the future because I want to do an Airbnb, to coincide with our sailing business. So that's kind of another reason why I took it, so I can get the ins of, the vacation rental world. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, it's just uneasy right now with this reselling stuff, you have your good, and then, but it's like that all the time too,
It is.
But I would like steady good,
Yes.
Yeah. If this was my only income, I'd be starving.
So what do you think about that sale?
That was excellent.
Guys, this is so cool. I dug this up. Believe it or not, this was at the bins and not mushed. I got it in Miami, and it was just sitting there. The corners are kind of crummy, but this was like a gift with purchase, right? For the opium perfume, or what? And so I didn't know there was none of them out there, and I listed it high. It's just a little bag.
It's very cool.
Just realized
it's like velvet. This light is so terrible in here, guys. I'm so sorry, but it's just a velvet little bag, and I listed it high. Okay, I listed it for I don't want to say $175, and she offered me $120. $125.
Wow.
So it wasn't even my crazy ass price. So that makes you feel good when you get it. I'm like, yes, accept. So that was good. There's my bragging sale. It came in late last night, and I was gonna text you girls at 11:30 and be like, look. I waited till
I wouldn't have seen it till this morning anyway.
I know. I just try to remember that people sleep and have.
I
fell asleep at 9:30 last night.
Well, with working this other job, like doing other stuff and being busy, I literally can't stay awake. Like if I sit down, I'm done. I'm toast. So that's another thing too. But I like to just do the bedtime routine. I need to do that. Like, Laura, you're 43. It's time to get on a routine. Let's do it. Lizzie, could you please make me a video on how to establish morning and night routines? That would be a great video. And I would listen to you.
Make that video, but there are people that have those. Just search. I'm sure you can find some good
You
ones.
are so right. And you know what I did? I sold a receiver. I was going to ask Robert about shipping it. Should I double box it? It's a JVC receiver. It's, heavy.
You have a box.
I have a box big enough.
Wrap it with a whole lot of bubble wrap.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
UPS,
Well, that's what I was thinking.
UPS always recommends double boxing anything like that.
Did you shave? You look like a different man.
Yes. He just shaves it all off.
That man in the background looks different. Sorry, Robert. I'll shut up now.
No, I already told her when we were waiting on you that for her new background, they should put an arrow like pointing in the back and say, plus that guy in the background.
Robert. Anyways, what were you saying, Robert? I'm sorry.
Well, UPS says you need to double box that stuff.
Okay.
But nobody wants to do that. I would bubble wrap it like 2 or 3 layers, depending on how big it is and the box size.
It's just a normal, it's just a normal, like a JVC with tuner or what I say, receiver.
Yeah, I'd bubble wrap the heck out of it. And
okay.
And if you got air pillows to put, a lot of times when I put something breakable in a large priority box, I bubble wrap it and then I put a layer of air pillows all around it.
That's what I was thinking.
Because air pillows are cheaper.
Well, that's why I was thinking double box. It's just
that works too.
You know what I'm saying? Put it in a box and then wrap that box and bubble wrap and set it in there. Because I do have a box that's a little too snug for it. That might work. But I just wanted confirmation that would work.
Yeah, if you have a box that just barely fits it,
mm-hmm.
and then box it around, that would be good.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then. Thank you, sir. And you look handsome, Robert. Sorry.
He does this probably
like once a month.
About once a month. He'll just.
I haven't caught you. I don't think I've seen you on a full shave.
I'm just too lazy to shave every day, so I just let it go for a month, then shave my head, shave my beard, and then wait another month.
Do it again. Plus, it's a whole lot. It's hot these days. Hot.
Is it hot?
Yep. Here, let me show you I don't normally buy electronics. I haven't had good luck, but let me show you what I found. I think it's just sitting over here. I went to an estate sale last weekend.
I wish I'd go to estate sales. That bums me out.
This was plugged in, but all of their electronics. I know, look. All of their electronics was plugged in and had the box sitting underneath it. I mean, there was so much. So this, I paid $5. It was half price today. I know. I think they
call the telephone. Is it the telephone that sits in there? Is it the radio alarm clock?
It's just a programmable clock radio.
Okay. You remember the phones that used to sit in the top of there that kind of looked like they were just invisible, like just blended in with the wood grain? Oh wow, that is so cool. Did you look it up yet?
Well, they were like $150, but they didn't have a box. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might go higher, but it was plugged in, so I know it works. I had to start moving a bed so I could get under to unplug it. Here I'm fighting with this bed trying to get behind.
That is awesome.
I almost wanted to crawl under and just unplug it.
Unplug it. Yank it.
Well, that was my other than my GI Joes that I bought. That was like the best find ever.
I like your new I went and looked at your banner. Very nice. Very nice.
That's the new thing, right? Is to do those stylized.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's great. It looks just like you too. It looks great.
Came out blonde.
Yeah, when she initially did it, it made me look very blonde. And I used to blonde my hair, but it was like, okay, but
I'm gray. I have a white hair. More platinum.
Yep. Beth, that's what I'm thinking too, 200 and see what happens. But yeah, I got to get that listed. I hate listing this kind of stuff though.
It does it takes a little while because you don't know it, and I'll end up, I do stuff like that, I'll put it off. But here, what I've learned to do is when I'm out and I research it, I try to start a draft like through eBay. If I find one sold, I don't necessarily will use that one, but I just start the draft just so that I have the information if I find a good one sold. But that way, then it reminds me, and I'm not like at home like looking for it again. Because I look it up once. I know it's worth selling. I might as well figure out a way to screenshot or take notes. And so that's just how I've been doing that.
It's a good idea. I say I'm going to do stuff like that, but
it gets easier. Do it because you know what? You'll get in the hang of it, of just doing that. Like you know what I'm saying? It takes 3 seconds. And once I started doing it, that's what I do. And like I said, I maybe won't use the draft. Maybe I'll use something else, but at least it's there with some of the information, with the price. I could put that in there. And it doesn't take much longer. Of course, I don't have a lot of the sales down here, and I don't do that a lot. So probably be different up by you because you guys are doing it all the time.
Yep.
I know. I need to go up to
favorite.
the mainland.
So
what is going on with you, Miss Lizzie, Miss Elizabeth?
Well, not a lot. Just trying to get organized. Last week I told y'all that we reorganized the garage, although it's only half done. And I kept trying to get back to it, but about all I've done so far is kind of try to reorganize my shipping supplies.
All of these purses are going to have a new box. This room is getting completely cleaned out. I can't take it anymore.
Awesome.
Anymore.
I was watching that. I love to watch other people's videos too, but what's her name? She does the chats. But the other day she had a room that kind of looked like yours, and she's like, "This is it. I'm getting it organized." And
I have guests coming. I have people coming to visit, and like, where am I going to put them? On the bags or the totes or the tennis shoes or the heels? But it's just, and not to mention, I can find it. That's the thing. I can find it laying out like this. So in my system, my inventory system I have is pretty good. So I'm just going to use the banker's boxes and just go through, sort by, right now it's my purses. So I'll sort by purses in eBay. And then now you can just go in and put your SKU in without having to revise your items. So
I love that. And I just realized you can do that with the price, anything. You don't have to go into the listing. It's just all there on that screen. Right. I love it.
So nice.
Well, how do you get to that? Is that something new?
No, it's just in the new edit.
So like when you bring up your listings, your active listings,
okay,
you can just go right there and edit the SKU on that page instead of having to click into it.
Oh, I had not realized that. Well, that's good.
I didn't either. Noel had told me a while ago, and I just was looking. Where's my computer? Oh, how do you lose a whole ass computer, Lord?
So we had a yard sale. Robert had a yard sale last weekend. The hottest weekend of the month.
My God.
I think. I don't even think we made $100, and that was him giving stuff away almost free. But now he's thinking about all of my things that we decide I'm not going to list on eBay. I don't know if my booth's going to make it at all because it's just not making money, and I just don't want to spend money to not make money. So we're thinking about doing porch pickups through Facebook. Anybody else do that? I mean, literally porch pickups where we just keep totes outside and say, this is your tote and you're on camera, so only pick up from your tote and do it that way.
So you mean to sell locally?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that you have so many damn people messaging you to come and get something, and then they don't show or they don't respect. You get all of those. Is this still available? So that's the only thing I didn't like about, Facebook, is then to have someone commit to actually coming to get it. Maybe that's just down here. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been doing some.
But that's a good idea.
we've done some local pickup and we meet them at Walmart, but I don't even want to do that. I just want them to go ahead and come and pick it up. And
Right.
I don't know. This is his
Is that
idea.
you're giving out your address, and you just don't know who you're giving your address to.
Yeah, right. Too. That's true too.
That was my thoughts on it too, that I didn't think I really cared
Well,
for
if you
that
got a
idea.
camera and they're pulling up and you're let them know they're on, you know what I mean? More chances than not, they're not going to screw around. But, yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's a good idea. Why not? That's what they did during COVID too. Porch pickups. A lot of people,
Yep.
leave it out on their porch.
Yeah, and just tell them, put your money in the bottom of the tote and we'll collect it later. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that could work. You could do that. Just put your money in the envelope and stick it in. Maybe put a mailbox outside on your porch, with a
Venmo or something.
Now, see,
That's like-
Rhonda, because I follow you on Facebook. She says she does porch pickups. Anything 50 or over, they have to do prepayment. I
Oh,
hold things that are unpaid for 24 hours. I have a storage bench that I place items on. I have had only one item disappear.
oh, okay.
I like that idea. She says I have
is
a
that with
locked money
Facebook?
box.
There you go. Money box.
That's a good idea. Because I live out I live a mile from the major road that runs through our town. So it could be doable. Everybody knows my road. But we'll see. I'm just trying to come up with ideas rather than keep paying booth rent when
That's another. How is that going?
it's not.
It's not. That kind of does. It burns out. It doesn't seem like it burns out. Like me, even with the flea market. Like I feel like when you are in a place like that, you have repeat people. You know what I'm saying? And then when you first get there, it's going to be, a lot of people going through your stuff, and then kind of the novelty wears, or you don't have. I don't know. It's just kind of. That's how I seen it at the flea market down here for me. It was really, really good, and then it was like, meh, kind of leveled off. Not really worth our time, to go and do all that work. But the first couple of weeks, month or so, we did good. It was really worth it. Was it good when you first started?
Yeah, we started in December. So,
Okay, so
toys,
Christmas, right.
Christmas. And then,
What, 40 or 50 bucks?
yeah, but we were making booth rent plus like 40. And then the next month it was booth rent plus 20. And then it was booth rent $9.
$9.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it
at that
really
point,
didn't-
Now, next month you're going to be paying the booth.
No, I already paid last month. I
Did
didn't
you?
make enough. So
Oh man. Is there any other options there? Is that the only place by you?
that's the only, there's long waiting lists for others. And, a lot of them are vintage booths, which I could do vintage booths, but I like to get rid of a lot of non-vintage stuff too. So I don't think they would be happy with my booth.
is
So,
the place as a whole doing well, or is just the whole place is not
I don't
getting
think
good
so.
traffic?
I don't think so.
That's too bad.
It's just everywhere though, Rebel, too.
I think it is.
I think it's everywhere. I wonder if we could, stick it out through a couple more months and see what this economy does
Get
towards
to
the end
another
of the
further-
year. I mean, you might make all your money at a booth in fourth quarter too. You know what I'm saying?
True. I know.
So,
I just don't want to keep spending.
I know, but I hate to see you be established there too. You know what I'm saying? Just be there for that long and go into this fourth quarter and kill it. You might make your money for the whole year. I mean, not that crazy, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's a lot. And I was paying the same. I don't remember how much we were paying for the spot at the flea market, but so they were the first couple of months, it's a certain rate. And then, the prime time, they give you the prime rate, but they were going to raise it like $200
Wow.
on top of what we were paying, which was like 70 for the first part of the season. So I'm like, it's just, if it was the beginning, it might have been worth it to pay that much, but we made our money, cut and run, and then I just got rid of everything else, just donated it. That was
Yeah. Now, Hyder said they make between 2 and 3 times their rent in a month. See, that's what I would love. That's what the hope was.
Well, maybe change. What do you bring in? You think you could bring some different stuff to like, you know?
I bring,
or you bring a lot of
random, but a lot of it is just like if Robert buys, or not just him, if we buy a bag of toys for one thing that I want in it, then the rest of it goes to my booth for $1, so, and I don't know.
Yeah, if your prices are that good, it must just be the whole place is not getting.
It is. I literally have yard sale prices on everything. 50 cents, $1.
Oh wow!
Just trying to get it going.
Well, do you know anybody else that has a booth there that you could pick their here for big time strength?
Everybody else has really quaint, cute booths with lots of vintage.
Right.
And I don't know if they're making their booth rents. But, where they have maybe 100 things in their booth, I have 500 things in my booth. And I'm still not making booth rent.
Mm-hmm.
It's packed with a lot of stuffed animals, my homeschool curriculum that I just didn't want to bother with, CDs and DVDs that I decided not to list, just a whole bunch of that kind of stuff.
Maybe there's too much.
Well, I was wondering about that. Sometimes if I'm going through one of those places, if it's just packed where I can't like walk around in there, I'm like, oh, I can't even look.
It's all on shelves. It's organized.
Okay.
Right.
Well, when I come back, usually the kids have taken some stuff to the ground, but it's organized and it's not too packed that you can't move around.
You have enough variety of stuff to sell.
That's probably the problem. I'm the only one that sells toys there, though. Well, there's a few here and there.
So maybe people aren't coming there looking for toys.
Okay, here goes nothing. It's the first box. Woo-hoo.
Yep, I see that. Beth, what you have to do is you got to go click on the header of whatever is off for you. Like when I'm doing my ending and sell similar, I make sure I go all the way to the end and I click on the date to make sure it's moving. If you've gone in and like the other day, I sorted by my highest priced items to make sure everything's getting cross-listed to another platform. Well, then that throws everything off. So go to the title of the where you want to the column where you want to sort by and redo it. Yeah. You've sorted by another way at some point and your listing.
Right, you just need to hit the top for the date, right?
Yeah. I always, when Robert comes on to help me do like my ending and sell similar, I'm always make sure you scroll to the end and make sure that the dates look right, that it's the oldest ones.
Now, how is that going, Rebel?
My ending and sell similar, it's going good.
Are you doing that again? Or
I am.
Okay.
I am. And my sales are decent. They're decent. So
yeah, I'm not really too complaining. I could be doing more on my end, really. But I'm okay with my sales for this week.
Good morning, Noel.
Good morning, Noel.
He's driving and then going to set up an estate sale. See, I would love to do that. Just kind of help set up an estate sale just once. Just to see how it goes. That is a lot of work. I know. I don't have the time at all. Yep.
What I decided I would do right now is go through. I have this trash can that I put stuff to recycle, but because I just always second guess, I always look through it again before I put it in the actual recycle bin. And so I just ran across it. This is so old because this has literally been sitting here for a couple of years. This is how I thought I made it as a booktuber. I'll hide my address, but when I got from Penguin Random House, it says Lizzie Faye Loves Books YouTube in my name. I was like, I have made it as a booktuber because they sent me for review, and I was like, wow, if Penguin Random House is sending me letters, I'm awesome.
Have you guys seen that?
Is that a button or what?
Yeah, it was a little strawberry shortcake button. I
Cute.
just randomly found in something it probably should have been listed.
Yeah. Are you gonna just um, list it as is?
Yeah, why not? Cute.
Is it a button that you would sew on clothes, or it's a pin to wear?
Oh, it's a
Oh, it's a
pin.
pin. Okay. Okay. That is cute. I thought maybe it was a button that you
It's
would
really cute. I have no idea.
put on clothes. I love it.
Have you guys seen the Facebook or it may be TikTok? I don't know what I get into on my phone sometimes, but it's the lady that goes about the clearinghouse, the publisher's clearinghouse, and how we remember in the past, McMahon, what was his name? From
Jim,
Ed McMahon?
Ed McMahon. Ed
Ed
McMahon
Ed
was the
McMahon.
one that came to your door and had the
Uh-huh.
Do you know that's not true? He
What?
never did Publishers Clearinghouse.
He
I don't
never
know
came to
where-
anyone's house?
No,
He did
he wasn't.
that. He didn't
I
go
think-
to people's doors, I don't think, but he did the ads, didn't he?
He did the ads.
Yeah, but he wasn't the one that ever showed. But in our minds,
Right.
we've connected it to
Right.
being the one.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's never.
Well, that's totally not fair. All those years,
Somebody where I grew up.
he was
They
not the
showed up
one.
and the lady was answered the door in a towel.
Oh,
They were there with all their cameras and stuff.
yeah. I don't know. I wish I'd win, but you actually have to play the lottery to win, and that's the problem. I don't play the lottery.
I don't either.
Not me. Nope. Not gonna do
The tax on people that can't do math.
it. Oh, do y'all remember the comedian Gallagher?
Yes.
On the
One of my favorite bits of his was he was talking about, and I can't even do it. I'm not even gonna try to imitate him, but it was saying something about smokers. He's like, smokers are getting on my nerves. He say, I'm not getting cancer. The chances of me getting cancer are, whatever, 1,000,000 to 1. So they smoke and stand in line for lottery tickets. And I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, because it's funny. Anyway.
We're being quite nostalgic today, aren't we?
I know, right? Well, and I was this morning, you will be interested to know that right now in my living room, there's little people all over the floor because Emily decided that she was going to get out all of her toys that she hasn't had out in I don't know when. And so she just started carrying out totes and everything off the shelves. And I think I'm going to take this afternoon to just go through some of it and see if I can weed out some stuff. But everything under the sun is in the living room. And we have 2 sets of little people from early 2000s. So when they were little, I got Emily the farm and every piece that was made to go with it. So she has the complete farm set from like early 2000s. And then I got Katie the castle and everything that goes with that. I mean, like I went online to see what all the companion pieces were. I didn't buy them online. I bought them brand new and had to find the stores that had available, because not every store had everything. So we have the entire castle and everything that goes with that, and the entire barn and everything that goes with that. And my thought was that, when they were little, that this would be their big childhood toy that they could keep forever and have for their kids, someday. Well, so Katie now, she's like, I don't even think I want to ever have kids. And of course, Emily's not going to. But Emily still enjoys getting them out and playing with them sometime. But at some point, I'll probably be able to make some good money on reselling them if Emily ever will part with them. So I don't know.
I thought this was a good comment. Cheryl said, I think resellers need to look at more of the everyday necessities to sell and consumable items. I learned in retail that certain things sell at different times of year.
Yeah.
I think that's why I've been, I sell a lot of low dollar plush because parents are still going to be going on there looking for things to entertain their kids. And I think that goes for a lot of things, the people who say they won't list anything unless it's, $25 or $50. you know, they've priced a lot of people who are struggling out of just getting something that they might enjoy.
Right.
Limited space.
But yeah, they may have limited space, which is not my problem, right? For me, I got lots of space.
I loved seeing
Right, there you go. I got a lot of room.
your areas, your storage on your video. If any of
It's
y'all
still a
out there
mess.
didn't see her video, which one is it? I forgot which video.
Oh, the one with the
Because it's
G,
at the end
showing them
of
the
one of your
GI
videos.
Joes. Yeah, the
Joe,
white sold
yeah.
and the GI Joes.
And so then that made me go back and watch your very first video. And I didn't remember that you showed as much as you did in that very first video. You really did. Yeah. So if you guys haven't watched Rebel's very first video, go back and see that too.
That I recorded like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh, here. All right. Here's a question. And I haven't used List Perfectly enough yet. So I think there's people on here who might
You haven't used it that way.
this way yet. I use it to cross list, but I have not, and I need to. I want to get my listings into their catalog. But Laura's asking, if you do end and sell similar, will it disconnect from your List Perfectly? I think you need to do that from List Perfectly.
I don't know.
I think there's
that
a
was
new
the problems
picture.
I was having when I was doing it through the cross listing service, is that there is a way to do it the correct way. But I was getting double listings, like, you know what I'm
Into
saying?
List
Like,
Perfectly,
and then I mean, not double, like triple and quadruple. So just be careful.
I think.
But there is a way to do it. Just be careful. Don't just go willy-nilly and start doing them all. Like, check, make sure that you're only getting one, and then
the hippo. What's her name? The reseller that's got a YouTube channel. Hippo. What's her name? I forget. I have the terrible memory.
Hippo?
Let me go.
I don't know.
She sells flush.
I know who you're talking about.
She does a lot with List Perfectly. I mean, I've seen other people talk about
Flipping hippos. Is that it? What is it? Is it
What is
flipping
it?
hippos? Flipping hippos, or is it?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Flipping hippos,
remember.
or I watch her all the time. Why can't
Yeah, so do
think
I.
of
I really like her.
with these names?
I'll have to look her up.
But she has a whole lot out there on List Perfectly, and she's taking it to the level I need to. So, but I think you have to, if you've got your stuff in their catalog, then you need to be doing everything from List Perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
To keep it, yeah.
But you don't have it there, so you just.
Yeah, so I'm just doing it since everything for me starts on eBay. Oh yeah, her name's Flippin' Hippos.
Oh.
But yeah, she's got a whole lot of videos out about List Perfectly. I think she's becoming one of their gurus. Here comes Robert.
From when I looked at their end and sell similar through List Perfectly, they tie to eBay through the eBay item number. They keep a record of that in List Perfectly, and that's how they tie to eBay. If you do the end and sell similar on eBay, you're going to get a new item number, and that will no longer tie back to the item in List Perfectly, and it'll be disconnected. So if you use a List Perfectly catalog and you list from there, do your end and sell similar from there. We don't have our items in List Perfectly catalog, so we just do it all on eBay.
On eBay. But it's a goal. It's a goal, I hope, one of these days to really use them to their full potential. It's just time. You know, we talk about it all the time. Just time. I have a friend that has like 17,000 listings. And even when it's slow for her, I wished I could, get to that level where even when it's slow, it's still way more than I'm making right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I've been trying to do, is really get my listings up.
You're
And
getting close to 10,000, right?
Yes. I hit
10,000.
94. I hit 9,400 this morning. So I'm getting there.
Good job.
Very good.
But
Have
oh,
you
it's a lot of
figured
work.
out, like at the rate that you're listing and the amount you're selling? Have you figured out your target date for getting to 10,000? Have you done the math?
No, because it's all about. There's some days I can list 30 and process 40, 50, 60 new listings, and then there's some days that I don't even get 20 done. It's just, it's so. Some days it just seems like it's really
Daunting.
it is, and just everything needs cleaned and posed and packed and just, but right now I've just been kind of picking bags and just trying to get through it as quickly as possible. But then, then I take stuff to upstairs to be washed, and it has to sit for 2 days, and just takes a lot of time. But yeah, I think
Something goes off in the next room. I'll be right back. I got to make sure everybody's okay.
Yep. In fact, I just was looking on Flippin' Hippo's page, and she's got something with List Perfectly tomorrow on hacks for listing. So definitely. I don't know if I'll get a chance to watch it, but of course I'll watch it after to see what.
I just started. I haven't been on YouTube in about 3.5 weeks. Not watched one person, one show, one anything. I've been so dang busy. But I did watch your new your new video last night. So getting back on that train. So I don't know anything that's going on in the reseller world, ladies. Nothing.
Yeah.
I miss my bolo buddies. I miss my girls, my auction girls. T and Donna.
Yeah, I let these shows run, but I don't get into the ones that are live, and I wish I had more time. But
I do like their lives because I can actually work with their lives going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I can listen to them in the background and stuff. They're just the way that they communicate back and forth. It keeps me interested in and keeps me busy. So
I like that. You know what? They're very involved with their viewers.
Right,
lives,
they are. They like know you by first name. They they're really awesome. How the hell am I gonna do this? Yep. But I miss them. I need to get back on a schedule. But with having other stuff going on, it just kind of throws you for a loop.
Yep. Yep.
So you guys are leaving today?
Yes, today.
Yep.
All right, let me find Beth's comment. I was. Oh, yeah, Franklin Payne also just said what you said. When you end and sell similar, it changes your eBay number. So if you upload back to List Perfectly, it'll create a new listing.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't.
It's really wonky. You really got to know, like, it is really wonky. It sounds easy in theory, but it is. You really got to watch yourself on how to do it. I remember in the beginning when I was doing Poshmark, I was having Chris help me with sales, and so he would have to go in and I can't remember how he would do it, but he'd actually have to take the number from eBay and post it into Vendu. So that way it matched up.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah. So it was a big pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Just be careful so you don't get into that. That's where I got. Because that's where I got.
Here's Beth says this is her tip of the day. If you make YouTube videos, which I asked her, I was like, you have a YouTube channel? And she's like, no, she has one of the YouTube channels where you post your toys working and then you take that clip back to eBay. Like my toy testing channel. But she said, if you're using your YouTube videos for listing, be sure to put your eBay listing in the video, which I have not, and I need to do this, Robert.
Oh.
She made a great sale doing that, and I'm going to make the effort to do that from now on. That's a good idea because I probably have, 20, 25 that I've done so far. But yeah, I haven't done any of the listings attached.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yep. So good idea. All right, let's see. Am I caught up on comments?
You can
Oh,
do. I'll
here.
check on comments here in a minute if you want me to.
Just
I just
kind of
can't
looking.
See it on
Oh, Noel. Noel's having a tough time. We love you.
I just really am bummed that I can't see comments and my screen at the same time. I feel like
Yeah, I don't know how it looks on the other end, but I
so
can't
weird.
even keep up with the comments anyway. Robert keeps sending me notes because Mr. Tech Guru over here tries to keep me aware of everything going on. Are you all right, Miss Elizabeth?
Yeah, everything's fine. But while I was up, the kittens needed food because they're little, so they have to eat every so often. We've got to find homes for.
Noel, I'll call you after this show if you're going to be around. Well, you told me you have the estate sale. I'll still try to get a hold of you after this.
Oh, dang it. See, this is what's taking so long. Then I have to keep. You clean something, and then you go over in the bright lights and you say, and you got to pull it and
I
keep
can't
cleaning it some more.
I can't.
So I bought something from Rebel this week because of her toy testing video. Did you guys
That
see
was-
the little?
You just
Red
said that was what we were just talking about, is selling
Oh,
stuff from your videos. That's so funny.
Yep.
well, I saw it. I was trying to find a video to watch while I got ready for church. And so and that had gotten posted, and so I just watched it real quick, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing in the world. Because in our family, we love we have a few iconic toys that are animated, that like, especially Christmas ones, that we sort of come back to every year, and it's just fun. We just have fun with them. Like, we have a Christmas, it's not stuffed, it's an animated car with Santa and a couple of reindeers riding in it. It's like a convertible, and when you push play, it plays Lowrider. And I mean, we'll get that out at Christmas, and we'll just be dancing to Lowrider while we're decorating, stuff like that. And then we have this other little teddy bear that sings. Half of it's in Spanish. So I don't even know what it, but we call it the Mamacita bear. And I let Emily keep it out this year. We didn't even pack it away for Christmas, and it's special because Randy's grandmother, who's passed away now, gave it to us when the girls were really young, and it is still working. So anyway, it's just goofy stuff like that we will just dance to and have fun. And I thought, this is perfect. I'm going to get this, and then Emily can give it to Randy for Father's Day, and it'll be hers, but it'll be for like him to just make her smile, because I'm sure once it starts playing, he'll be like dancing and goofing off and making her laugh. So it's the cutest thing. So I'm excited. I thought, oh, I have to buy this. So I made myself, we didn't make ourselves late to church, but I was like needing to get ready for church, but I thought, I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to go buy this, make sure it's still available before I get ready.
And I was sitting in church when you sent me that text, so it was kind of funny.
And I felt bad. I was like, oh no, I hope it didn't like make a sound or something.
No,
Almost
no.
go to an early service.
Yeah, we have early, and then at 9 I think, and 11:30, and I rather just get up, get it done, and then get home. And we make videos on Sundays, so
Okay,
back,
that's good.
eat lunch, and get work done.
Right. I was wondering how you fit all your video making into your schedule and still manage to get work done and keep up with your pace.
I try to do the hauls on Sunday. And then the what solds I do the same day. They're easier for Robert to do his thing with, so
much faster.
they're much faster. So then I just do them on the day that they're getting released, whether it's Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday.
That shipping video is horrible.
Yeah, the shipping video that I did the other day, you guys saw where he sped everything up. And I mean, when you look at the footage from the video, it's like a million cuts, and it took him all day to do that type of video.
Oh, wow.
That's
And
all
when
he's done.
you're filming and you're sharing your screen, what do you use? Like, what are you filming on? Are you just filming on your webcam, or you have a separate camera and then you're like, how do you film that?
To screen record, to screen
on your
film?
what mode? Yeah,
You can do it through StreamYard.
you can.
We
right?
do it through OBS.
We do OBS, right.
Yes.
Right.
We
Oh,
use
But on your
OBS.
StreamYard, it's really easy to do it through your StreamYard.
Yep.
OBS is
I-
easy.
Both of them are easy. We just started with OBS because we,
So, like-
we hadn't planned on using StreamYard. I
Well,
hadn't planned
OBS
on
was like
doing live.
wasn't that like the first thing that did kind of did that?
No.
I
You
think
guys
they
are
like.
way over my head technologically.
Yeah, I think that
You
because
do
I know
it.
that's what I was going to use first. So, let me see. I was just gonna
Yeah,
tell
it's
you
just a
something.
screen, and I just have all my little tabs lined up, kind of like
Right.
Courtney does it too. And you
Right.
just click tab to tab to tab, and it's recording it while the camera is recording me.
OBS,
Right.
you can set up different scenes, and we set up one scene as the screen share, one scene is the camera pointing at Rebel. And we did a video over here one time. She did a live where she had a screen share going, she had a camera on her, and then we had a camera on what she was taking pictures of.
That was
And then depending on what she was doing, she would just click, the photo booth, and then it showed what she was doing in the photo booth. Then she would click the screen scene, and it would share the screen, and you could hop around back and forth real easily that way.
And that was
And
OBS.
Lizzie, if you look at the bottom of your, like right now at the bottom where it says mute, stop cam, settings, share,
Right.
you click on share and you can share the screen.
Oh.
Oh.
Same here, chick. I was looking for an app for that for like a month. So.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness. That.
And play around with it. It gets fun. You can set up your own StreamYard, you know what I'm saying, and then get on and play around with it before you actually. And you can pay for a service through StreamYard that they'll record your videos for you like that, or you can use the share service live for free. I'm pretty sure. But
Yeah, I need to just do a live sometime when there's something going on in BookTube, and I'll just like do a live and just experiment with it, because I'd like to show like my Goodreads and reorganize my Goodreads shelves and things like that, or use it to show what I'm reading, and it would be really cool to be able to share my screen.
Yeah.
But
that would work good
did
for
that,
you.
and she had 2 separate cameras, and I didn't know how.
Well, see, with that, like too, Lizzie, like so, like we're on 3 different cameras, so
Yeah.
basically what you could do is have your laptop streaming you could have your phone streaming something, and that could be another picture up there.
Right,
and then you can stream from your share your device, so you have 3, 4, you can make as many as you want. You just add the guests or add a screen.
You just explained it so well when you said how you equated it to what we are now, because that makes so much sense to me now.
Yeah, so basically I would be your laptop, Rebel would be your phone, and you would be your other camera that you're showing or whatever, and then you could screen record, not screen record, screen share.
And that GoPro thingy that you have, you could be even using that as a camera.
You can use that as a camera, right? So you just add, you just send the links to all those, send the link to your phone, to your thing, and do it like that too. You'll get it. Once you get it, once you sit down and look at it, you'll like it.
Robert, will you do a Zoom call with me and show and see if you can figure out how to use my camera? Because it's not a GoPro, it's an Action Hero, and I still don't know how to use it. I charge it up and then I look at it and go, I don't know how to do this, and I put it away. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
So let me go get it, and I'll show it to you on the camera right now if I can think where it is. I think it's in a box up here somewhere. I don't know. I got to see if it's even in this room. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Snakes. I don't like spiders and snakes.
So I bought, because it said I understood from the ad when I bought it that the GoPro accessories were compatible with it. So I ordered a bunch of GoPro accessories, and I've got the chesty thing, to like put on, but nothing came with instructions. And And I think I have this on correctly, but I'm not sure. And then here's my camera.
Are you watching this? She's showing you her camera. Yeah, it looks just like ours, kind of, sort of.
It says it's Wi-Fi. So I just have no idea how to use it. I can't tell when it's on. I just, so yeah, Robert, if you'd be willing to
Yep.
do
We'll figure it out.
a Zoom call with me when y'all get
What
back
was
from
the
your
name of
trip and all that. Huh?
Action.
You said it's an action hero.
Action Hero, I think is what it's
Action
called.
hero.
I can't find, I couldn't find anything online. I think that Noel or somebody did send a link one time where they thought it was a video about this, but if the links are in the, I can't figure out how to go back and get the links out of the lives because I can't pull it up on my phone. I can't pull up the comments. I'm just horribly technically challenged, but I want to be able to film little free libraries and book sales and all that stuff. And I
Well,
really
you would be good at that too, Lizzie.
I would love to
You'd
do
be
that.
good at
Oh,
it.
that's
You would
the
be good.
snake.
Like when you did the live, remember when you did the live garage sale? That was pretty awesome.
Oh, that was
I like
fun.
that.
Yeah. And if I had had that, I could have just worn it. And of course, once I went inside that metal building, it didn't work. But well, that would have filmed though. Can I
Right.
broadcast from that or just it says Wi-Fi, right? So my camera could be a camera on here, like
Yeah.
what it's.
If
so
it's
what it's
Wi-Fi, she can record live, right? From her GoPro camera.
Well, I don't know.
We don't use it for that, so
Okay, I'd have to
Well,
be able
Lizzie,
to.
you can always I did a lot of research, including having a Zoom call with Robert on doing different things. But I could show you too, just kind of how I do it through the StreamYard. You know what I mean with the different cameras? Because believe it or not, I have everything figured out to start my channel. Like I just need to do that now. So
Do it.
things calm down. Yes, I will. But I mean, because I really researched how to do, how to have different cameras. And at the end of the day, it's pretty simple, but it takes a little bit to get the hang of it, and then know what the hell you're doing. Then you get confused at what cameras where and what mouse goes with what, Rebel.
yes.
Yep.
I have 2 mice right here. I'm forever picking the wrong one. At 54 inches.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go grab something.
But Robert said sometimes that Wi-Fi capability is really for like uploading after the fact and not really recording live. But he doesn't know for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, and I would think you would need that in order to be able to upload it. You've got to be able to connect it in somehow. So
yeah,
and that's fine. I don't need to record it live, but I would just like to record from it and figure out how to use it.
Does it have a good battery in it and all of that stuff?
I mean, as far as I know, I don't know how long the battery life is. I've charged it several times, and then I think, okay, I'm going to charge it up and I'm going to figure out how to use it, and then I just don't. So I'm terrible. Catch up with the chat.
Yep. Yeah. I've heard, Noel, about that whole promoted listings. If you turn it off, it like takes a while for it to get regrouped or something. I'm not sure. I lowered mine a lot and my sales have been okay. It's been okay. I did Zelda. Isn't it beautiful? I just got it this morning and the new banner on my channel. I love it. Really We're going to put the lady that did it, forget, her name is Robin. I got her link from Bolo Buddy's page, but the name of her
Real Creative Studios.
Yeah, Real Creative Studios, and creative is with a K. Real, Reel. Real Creative Studios. Her name's Robin, and we just like told her yesterday, yeah, go ahead and put something together, and she already had it to me this morning. So she just watches your channel and kind of gets a feeling of what you're like. And then she made, I just, of course, had to have toys in there. And I mean, even picked my favorite purple color, for the background. Just loved it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. My sales have just been so sporadic. One day it's way up, and then the next day, there was one day I sent a message to my friend. It was like 5 p.m, and I had sold one thing. Just kind of just weird with eBay. So it's just keep on keeping on. That's all I can say is keep on keeping on. Just keep listing, keep tweaking your listings, do this ending and sell similar. I run a constant sale. I do Monday through Thursday at 1%, and then Friday through Sunday at a different percentage. And, it's just all these things that makes your store look active. Plus, then I try to list 20 to 30 a day.
I hear people talk about consistency and doing things to stay active and all that. But I have been consistent this whole month, but I've only done one listing, but I've done it consistently. I haven't missed a day this month.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in order to have you get what you put into it. So I think I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, I guess it's not good enough to just do one a day. That's one a month. It's not good enough to just do one a day, because you would think maybe you would get one sale a day, but I'm getting like 3 sales a week by just doing one a day. So I know, and I will bump it up. My plan is not to just always do one a day, but I'm trying to just stay active until I get my mess cleared up better. That was just my goal, was to not miss any days. So I'm happy about that. But at the same time, in order to have consistent sales, even though my store is like 350 listings, I still
Well, that's good though. That's good.
have to pump it
Get
up.
in there.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not as like you guys, your sales are not slow right now like they were a month ago, right? Because I know like this time a month ago, everything was just dead. So now things have picked back up. Like, what's your average right now, Rebel? Like, how many sales a day do you usually get?
It can range. It can be anywhere from like 8 to over 20. It just is odd.
So it is still slower, because you've had times when you've been doing like 30 a day, right?
Yep. It's not like that right now, which that's okay. It's okay. As long as I can pay my bills at the end of the month, I'm good.
Right. Right.
What are you, Lori? How big is your store, and how much are you at? Like, how many sales are you averaging?
Oh, now I wouldn't take my average now, but I have met like 900 and something, and
awesome.
I make a sale a day, if not a couple. Like
Okay.
So probably 5 or 6. It's not a much, but I could do better. I have done better. I was making 5 and 6 sales a day when I was listing, and I do like my listings in groups. Like I'll do like 30 or 40, and then I'll wait, and then I'll do but I try to get on and just keep adding stuff every day. So now, no matter what it is, if it's 1 item or 20 items, I list every day. So, but that's just the beginning. That's just starting last week, because I was off for a while. So, but it's still, I'm for the work that I'm putting in, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, and you're at almost 1,000 listings. So will you bump it up, like when you get to 1,000?
Well, that's what I keep trying to do, but I guess it's a bad problem to have, is you can't get over 1,000, because I get up to like 998, and then it keeps selling. But I also sell on 2 platforms. So Poshmark, like I have to end listings on eBay for Poshmark. So it kind of takes more off of there. But at the same time, like I guess if I can't get to 1,000 because I keep making sales, but but we'll see.
Well,
I would like to get it. I have stuff to or I have high hopes of getting climbing that ladder. getting a
Yeah.
couple thousand. As long as I have my stuff organized, I have the room for stuff, so why not?
Exactly. That's why I want to hit 10,000, and then I want to hit 12,000,
There you
and
go.
then I want to hit 15,000, because the more you have, the more sales you're going to make.
Yeah,
It's just a math
that's just the way it
thing.
is.
It is. And I don't have a whole lot of expenses. Like my friend who has a lot, she has employees. So,
Right.
she has these set expenses that she's got to worry about. Where for me, me making what she was making right now would be a totally different ball game, because I don't have employees. I have Robert.
Right.
I have Robert. You know what I wanted to remind people? If you're going on vacation, because I put my store on vacation last night, make sure that you go into your active listings and click on that tab that says offers sent and relist all of those, because if you sell something that you send offers out on, I don't know how long offers last.
Like
Is it
48
hours or whatever?
24, right.
So I went in and I had like 35 things that still had outstanding offers on them. So I ended all of them and relisted them. That way I don't have any surprise sales while I'm gone. That still
Right.
has my one-day handling.
You could do that. If you have an offer out, you can cancel it.
Yeah.
You can cancel that offer.
Yep.
Really?
These are those ones where they're watching you
Yeah.
or whatever, and I send them out, because I send out probably at least 100 a day. In fact, right now I'm at 77 because I'm not sending offers out right now. I'm going to wait till I get back. But yeah, I just, what did you say? Like 20% of my sales are through make offers.
Yeah.
So this like
One
last
thing
month
I
or whatever.
noticed that, like, if you have a listing, a couple times I have found a mistake on a listing, but I had sent out an offer, and eBay won't let you edit that mistake
Mm-mm.
until
Just
that
end
offer is over. Yeah.
Just end it.
So that's why I'm surprised
I don't think it'll let you edit it at all after that, Lizzie. Even if
No.
when the offer is out. So even after the offer,
once the offer's
like-
done, it doesn't get sold, you can change it after that.
well,
Right.
I've tried to
Just
change
end it.
Yeah, I've always tried to change, like, so when I put an offer out and then I'll like look and see, well, why didn't it sell? Sometimes the shipping price will be, so I want to change, it won't let me change the shipping because I already
Really?
sent an offer out on the item, so I do have to end it and then relist it.
Huh.
Yeah. And if they're going to buy it, they're usually going to buy it
Right.
within a few hours anyway. So a lot
Right.
of them are just.
Well, it was just
sitting
one
there.
random item. I'm like, why didn't that sell? And I went and looked at the listing to make, the shipping was pretty high on it. It was one of my newer, older items. But I was like, maybe if I change the shipping, and it wouldn't let me, I had to end it. And the offer was been done since, so, which is bizarre in its own right too. I don't know why that is. Why couldn't you fix the,
I've
Mm-mm.
been able to fix mine.
Have you?
If it didn't sell after the offer's done and they didn't buy it and it just goes back to regular, then
Well, I'll try that next time. Maybe that's a new feature that they fixed or something, or maybe it was a thing on my end.
I don't think people realize, though, when you put your store on vacation, anything that's pending, like offers, they don't get changed. Like I've got 2 people who will not respond to my messages that bought stuff 2 and 3 days ago that haven't paid yet. So I'm going to have to drag these boxes with me just in case. I've already pre-packed them just in case they pay while I'm gone, because I don't want to take that hit.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing.
Well, and then not to mention, if they do, something happens and you have to wait, then you got to call eBay. That's a 2-year phone call to get.
I've had pretty good experience getting eBay to call back. I just do
I do too. It just takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to do anything, but I've had great experience with eBay helping out, and
they usually call
people
back.
I've talked to.
I just want to get back to Anchor Store where I have my own customer service team that you can just call and they pick up and answer all your questions.
Really?
That's the benefit of having an Anchor Store.
And
You have
will you be that at
concierge.
10,000?
Mm-hmm.
10,000
Yeah.
Anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that was why I held on to it. Even when eBay changed the store levels, I held on to like the last minute before my store was about to renew, because there's a big difference between $300 a month and $60 a month, you know, and that's how much an anchor store cost. But
wow.
I want to work myself back up to that.
Sounds like you're almost there.
Yep. And this time, because we're probably only going to be gone a day, we might end up staying and taking a second day. I don't think so though, but I haven't turned Posh for any of them on vacation. I'm just letting, none of them require you to ship the next day.
Oh,
So
now I'm
just
looking at the
leaving them.
comments. So did you guys, I showed you guys the pictures. I remember that I told you that Noel sold or sent me those bras, the new old stock bras. And I had my first sale of those and I sold 4. It was like $112 for 4 bras. Talk
That's
about
awesome.
awesome.
That's great.
That was another good sale this week.
Very
That was
cool.
excellent. I'm going to have to start watching for bras with tags, right? Because you have to have tags with them, right, to list on eBay? No?
Mm-mm.
See,
No.
I haven't bought bras.
I had an issue with a pair of like Christian Dior vintage underwear that I had listed, and they took them down, but they didn't take down any other vintage underwear that I had listed. So I don't know what I don't know. I just list it and see, you know, I didn't put the Christian Dior ones back up. I put them on Poshmark. So they take it down, and I'm still at 100% good moving. So I'm just gonna keep on trucking. But bras, you can post pre-owned bras, no problem.
Okay.
I just, the underwear thing, like vintage pre-owned underwear to me is not like I'm selling someone's drawers, you know.
Right.
Right. It's more like
But
a costume piece if it's a
pretty
vintage.
much, and then of course it's not just your regular old granny panties that I'm selling, but those do sell very well.
I've heard.
Yes, that mushroom gusset underwears. Yeah, I've sold those like for you
I
can
sold
go.
one bra and I was amazed that it sold because a friend of mine gave it to me. It was still new in the package. She's like, I bought the wrong size accidentally. I don't feel like taking it back. You want to see if you can wear it? So I'm like, sure. So she gave it to me. I tried it on and I hated it. It was like wearing paper. And I was like, ugh, what am I going to do with this? So it just sat around until I started reselling. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if that brand of bra sells. It had a pretty good resale rate. And I thought, I don't know who's wearing these because I sure don't want to wear it. But I sold it and it sold within like a month of listing it. Oh, look at your puppy.
He got a haircut.
Oh,
Who's got a haircut?
He looks shy. He's like, Mama, put me down.
Hi,
guys.
Hi, guys. Hi, hanging out with my mama. Yeah, is he talking to the girls? Are you telling them?
Rhonda said panties have to be vintage or have tags. Bras do not.
So I must have had, you know what, that must have been, I must not have had them in the vintage category is why they got kicked. Because I haven't had any problems with anything else. I bet you're right. And then to do that, you got to get into the specialties, clothing specialty that brings you into the vintage categories. I got to remember that. All right, Lily, we got 3 boxes filled. Huh.
When my mom died and we were cleaning out her house, I found some little like negligee kind of things from like the 50s, from when she was a newlywed. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do with these? So, this was way before I was doing, eBay or anything. But I had a friend who likes costume stuff and all this. And she used to have a little store. And so I was like, oh, I wonder if she'd want them. So she's hilarious though, because I brought them to her. She's like older than me, but she's very, she's fun. I'll just say she's fun. And I said, would you like these? Can you do anything with it? And she's looking at them, and these are like so cute, like frilly stuff from the 50s, that gauzy fabric. She's like, oh, I'm gonna wear these myself. And so I was like, okay, have at it. It was hilarious.
I know to go when you're at yard sales and estate sales. Pretty much any underwear still in its package, especially even like the early 2000s. I found boxers
I
in the
sold 2
package.
packages of boxers, of men's boxers that were Hanes still in the package from like early 2000s for like
Mhm.
$35, I think, something like that.
I think I
Wow.
do too. Something crazy like that. So definitely.
Yeah, I love some underwear and bras, guys.
Well, and men's pajamas that are
Oh, I
still
didn't
like
think about that.
Towncraft. Towncraft, I bought some. It was like $2. They were still packaged up, and I sold them for like $35 or something like that.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, packaged socks, underwear, bras. Like the bras actually, I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know who would want to wear these bras that I sold. You know, they're just, it's like that. Oh, I don't even know how to explain it. The padding, you know, the old padding from the 90s, the 80s, it just wasn't very comfortable. Probably after you wore it a few times. But I got a message from the lady who says, I just want to make sure I paid for all 4 of these. I want them all. They're my favorite bra. They don't make them anymore. And that was it. It was really sweet. So, like, here you go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And they were 36B petite. So that's a weird size in its own right, you know.
She was probably thrilled to get
She
them.
was very happy. I got a big old message from her, so it's very cool.
Great. What little guy is that, Robert? Is that Mr. Topham Hat?
All
I don't
right.
think so. It just says cow toy.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
I just
this
saw the
bag
hat.
seems to have a lot of Christmassy stuff in it. So I'm just kind of piddling through it.
I know. I gave up on my. Oh man, that's what I just found. This I was gonna just recycle it because this was my childhood coloring book, and it just started crumbling. But I wonder if I can salvage anything from it. This is y'all remember the Panther? I had it in the recycle bin, but I hate to throw it away. I could maybe cut him
That's
out.
when
or
you know
something.
you're a reseller, when you look at everything a second time.
Right?
Can I?
Shoot,
Should
when I buy
I?
stuff now, when I buy stuff new, I'm like, how much can I resell this for after I'm done with it?
I used to love Pink Panther. I still have the Pink Panther game somewhere. My grandma used to play it with me when I was a kid. I loved the Pink Panther. Dun 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 dun.
Yep. Looking at my offers. But, yep. Should I bring that topic up? I sent you a note. You didn't respond to me. Look, he sends me messages and expects, but then I send him a message and he doesn't respond. Yep.
Like I should.
He's working or Facebooking, one or the other.
Oh, I love this message. Hi, Rivas says, everything my daughter throws away, I pick up. That is so funny. Yeah, my daughter who's 18, we just have 2 different mindsets. And I'm a scrapbooker, so I haven't worked on scrapbooks in a long time, but I still save stuff from both my girls for their scrapbooks. So I had saved some stickers the other night, and I had put them in a basket in the kitchen. And last night we were sitting there eating dinner, and she goes, "What are you saving these for?" And she picks them up and goes to she actually put them in the trash. And I was like, "No, I saved those on purpose for your scrapbook." Of course, if she's going to throw them away. But I mean, I'm envisioning this page layout with these. They're on vegan stickers, and she's vegan now. So anyway, I went and retrieved them and put them back where I had them. I was like, just leave stuff alone.
Right?
Don't throw away my stuff.
That's how I am.
Me too.
My boys call us hoarders.
Oh, yeah.
Because Robert doesn't get rid of anything.
Well, and there has been stuff that I have gotten rid of or given away or sold. And now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking, oh, man,
Yes.
I wish I still had that. I could resell it for more.
Yeah.
Now, Lily, you ready? Yeah.
But I'm actually surprised. I've sold like 4 things. And normally when I have my store on vacation, I hardly sell anything. So
You sold 4 things since you put your store on vacation.
Yep.
Are you going to go
I
ahead and
know
ship it or wait till
No,
you get
I
back?
already shipped. I went straight. I did them this morning and took them
Okay.
because I did have a few that still needed to go out today.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had 2 Mercari orders I went ahead and sent out. But now I'm just kind of going to let it go. And I have some auctions going. And I probably made a mistake. I made a small lot of brat stalls instead of trying to do any research on them or any of that. I just made a lot and threw in some accessories and
All right.
put it up for auction.
Yeah,
I
that'll be
wondered-
good.
I wondered if
Yeah,
I
I've
should
got a
do
bid.
steps.
I've got my first bid. I started them at $69.99 and I've got the first bid. So we'll see how it goes.
When does the auction end?
3 days.
Oh, nice.
Remember all those little train cars I showed y'all a few weeks ago? They're
Oh,
still
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
there. So I started, I kind of grouped them together, and I think the wooden ones are from IKEA, but I couldn't find exactly. There's like a Brio and something else that are like the IKEA trains. So I'm gonna keep the wooden ones together, but all the Thomas stuff, I have a whole mix of things, and they're not in that great a condition. So I don't know. I just think I'm gonna. I'm overthinking it too much, and I think I'm just gonna put them all together and just list them as a lot, and not even
That's
try
what
to
I
get,
did.
because they really. I paid $7 for all of it, and I'm pretty sure I can get more than that. But I think I'm just worrying about it too much and trying to do too much for not that much money. So Plush Our People 2 says, does scrapbook stuff sell well for you? I used to own a scrapbook store and have an entire room full. Yes,
Oh,
I have done
Yes,
very
sell it.
with scrapbook stuff. Yeah. For me, I'm not worried about getting my money back because I was given a bunch of it. And so I'm just selling it for what I'm willing to let it go for. So, I don't know. It's not a lot of money. And it's like the 12 by 12 albums and things like that are expensive to ship. And paper, 12 by 12 paper is expensive to ship. But I ordered from eBay the boxes that are just one flat piece, and you fold them over the 4 sides over your 12 by 12 paper.
the
And
album boxes.
yeah, but the albums don't fit in them well because albums are slightly more than 12 by 12 on one side. I thought I was going to use them for albums too, but they end up having a hole at the end. If you have a 12 by 12 album, they'll work for smaller, but if you have a 12 by 12 album, it's actually like 13 at its longest. You can do it, but you're going to end up with holes at the end from where it won't fold over quite
Right.
as much. But it's perfect for 12 by 12 paper. I have them for that. So anyway, but yeah, I do really well with scrapbook stuff, and
I
it's
always put
kind of
stickers
thing
or anything
that
I find I pick up.
yeah, and if you have seasonal stuff, it sells all the time because when people are working on that group of pictures, it could be, they could be summer and they're working on Christmas. So you can sell anything, anytime. And yeah, someone says vintage scrapbook stuff sells well. I had one problem with somebody who, she came back and after she had already been just she was a difficult customer to begin with. And then she came back saying that it wasn't sticking. And I said, well, I'm sorry, it's new old stock and I don't have any control over that. You're probably just going to have to put some extra adhesive on. And I mean, she just kept coming back. And finally I was like, listen, I am just a mom with a special needs daughter. I'm staying at home, trying to earn enough money to renovate my kitchen. I don't have multiple. I'm not a store. I can't replace it. I can send your money back if you're not happy. I mean, that was basically it. And then she was like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry I troubled you." I'm like, "It's no trouble," although it really was.
Right?
I
Figure it
just,
out, lady.
I said, "I really want you to be happy with what you got, and if you're not happy with it, send it back to me, and I'll refund your money." But see, that was the deal. She didn't want to send it back.
No,
She just
but she wanted some money back off of it.
wanted
Or
money
wanted it
back
for
or
free.
wanted more stuff, and I didn't have more of that.
Right.
So anyway,
Oh, I love
sometimes
those
there's
people.
just no pleasing people. But yeah, she had asked, she had put in an offer on 4 or 5 different lots, which was great. It was a big sale, but she had asked for money off on all of them, and combined shipping, which is fine. But then there was a lot. What I should have stopped and said no on. There was one lot of stickers where I had a mixture of brands, and she only wanted one particular one. So she asked me if she could just get those. So I had to redo the listing, and and then just add those in. So I had already bent over backwards, and it's like, oh my goodness. But that's really the only, and that's probably the
there's
customer.
no pleasing people like that.
Rebel would have probably already blocked her, but
Yeah.
but I didn't. It's just, I mean, I don't want to turn down a sale, and I really did want her to be happy with what she got. But I realized that I needed, on those old stickers, I needed to start putting in the listings that they were, been on the shelf a while, and that they might require extra adhesive to actually get them to stick.
Did you add that to your listing?
I have put it on some. I didn't go
Good.
back and redo old listings, but I have put it on some since then. Yeah, I kind of forget, but it's a good idea to do that if it's stuff that's been sitting around for a long time.
Let me also tell you that I am finding stuff that I do not have listed. Like this cute little Crocs purse. Like, did anyone know that Crocs made purses? I didn't, but
That's
it's
cute.
not listed.
Or is it listed and it got dropped?
I could check on that, but this one, and then there's this one. There's just a whole bunch of different stuff that I know. Oh,
Beth
and then the
said
purse that I lost that I had to cancel the order on, I found that
Of course.
Cute,
Of course.
inside of another purse.
I
knew that.
Yep, Beth says she never ever redoes listings. And Beth, I learned my lesson. I mean, I'm just making newbie mistakes. So I've learned my lesson not to. And I was watching Mel from Back from Burnout the other day, and she was saying how someone had sent her a request because she had a bundle of books, and they were like, "Oh, well, I just need this. I just need, this many. I don't need all of those." And wanted her to just sell parts. She's like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't do that." And she explained then to the camera, she's like, once I have gotten it all bundled up and the listing is done, I don't have time to go back and redo that.
Right. No, that's a lot of work
Said,
bundling all that up.
No, it hadn't even been listed very long, and sure enough, then it sold. She said it actually sold the whole bundle before she even got the video done. So, it was, I'm learning.
Wait, wrong one. All right, here, this one. I read this. I found a plush bear that has wooden face and foot pads. Never seen it before. That is probably a Robert Rakes bear. If it doesn't have a tag, go look up Robert Rakes, Raikes. I have, I think, one listed. They're not high sellers, but they are adorable. I found one at the bins and I just had to save it. But definitely go look. More than likely, that's what you're looking at. Rakes bears.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. They're very cute, but they don't sell for a whole lot. And mine's been listed probably over a year. But
Lori, Zelda wants to know the name of your eBay store.
Only Bellas. ONLYBELLAS.
Do we have that down in the description? If we don't have it in the description, Robert will put it in the description.
Thank you, Robert.
Do you have mine?
Sorry, again to the...
I would think so. I think we're supposed to have them in there unless...
You have my channel, but I don't know if you have my eBay store.
Well, we should do that. Yeah, we'll put whatever. Just send it to
Okay,
me and we'll
I'll
put
send
it.
you the link. I'll
Put
email
it in
you.
the. Put the links in the chat, but then just the links too, and Robert will remember.
Okay. Ours is
Or
called
not.
Meadow Smart. Our username is Florida Hayseed, but Meadow Smart is our store name.
Meadowsmart.
Yeah. But it's hard to search for stores, I think. But if someone sends a link,
I got a lot of stuff that I have to check and see if it was dropped because there's way more like
I like to follow
things I know are listed.
especially if people I know. I'll go look at. Oh, I heard somebody go cha-ching.
That was me.
Good job.
My phone's not on. That's funny.
You were singing.
Yeah, I've gotten to where, like, because I haven't been listing very many things, I don't get a lot of.
Well,
I'm just going through as a Juicy Couture vintage case for 80 something. 82,
Nice.
60 something. I am so happy. I was wondering why this thing hasn't sold, but it's velour. It's like the, early 2000s Juicy Couture makeup case. Is it this Nito? And it's brown.
Good job.
that's nice.
How much did it sell for?
Handle. 82,
Wow.
93. Sold it for 60, so it must be going overseas. Oh my gosh, yay!
You're having a good sell day between the.
Oh my gosh, yes. I am very excited. Thank you guys for letting me share this with you. This makes me happy.
Awesome. You were talking about sending out offers, Rebel, because I don't get that many every day. So I usually try to save mine for the weekend because I feel like that's when people are shopping. So when like right now, I'm not going to send out any, but by Friday morning or Friday evening, I'll send out that way. Because I just feel like more people are shopping on the weekends. And if they pull up eBay and they have a new offer that's good all weekend, then I'll be like, oh, So I don't know.
Yeah.
I usually sell at least one or two things when I send out offers.
I usually do too. By the time I'm done with the whole list, because I don't do bulk offers, I don't do percents off. I go in and I individually, if it's on sale for $16, I might send them one for $14, even, and that's how I keep up with things that sell that are, offers that I send out versus what a normal sell would be looking like. Yeah. Zelda said she found your store right away.
Oh, good.
I have another pair of shoes. Huh. So two
Yeah, I
sales
don't know.
came in on that. Cha-ching.
I gotta see. What did you say it was? Only Bella? I don't know if I
Only
have
Bella's.
it.
Well, now I'm going to have to go in too because I probably haven't saved it. You just go in, advanced search, and then find stores.
I just went to the selling drop down where it says save sellers. Because that's the same thing, right? Save sellers and save stores.
Save sellers are ones that are you only Bella's consignment?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yep. There you are. All right, now I need to save you somewhere. I haven't done this in a while. Huh. You have cool pictures. Let's see.
I try to keep it.
Oh, wait, heard it. There we go.
It's just because of Poshmark is so weird, So when I started, before I went back to eBay, I started on Posh, and so I make all my pictures. I don't know. Posh wants them in square mode. I don't know if eBay, you need to actually do that.
I just do whatever my camera.
So it actually shuts. Yeah, it takes the image and makes it the size of this, fills in the screen for you. Which is nice.
I try to do that anyway with my phone. So unless it's a picture.
Guys, I've been finding out that I can list way faster and way easier with my phone. I just can, the way that I research stuff and everything. I don't know. I really, really I was going back to do listings on my computer, and it was like with the changes and everything. I don't know.
I found you. There you are.
Yep.
Okay, I have got to eat, guys. I'm hungry.
I know.
I'm like
We're
getting hungry dizzy.
Blood sugar. Yeah. Are we gonna just grab something as we go through town? Ooh, I gotta sneeze.
Sorry. Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, I see a kitty.
Chick-fil-A on the way through town. That was a funny meme the other day about Father's Day and Chick-fil-A. You know, take your father to Chick-fil-A for lunch. Oh, free chicken nuggets on Father's Day. It was like, yeah.
They're closed, aren't they, on Sunday?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He pulls that on me every once in a while. You want to go to Chick-fil-A after church? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, guys, I am going to go eat.
Yep.
And you have a very good trip, lady. Lizzie, call me if you want. Can message me, and I'll get on a call with you, and we'll goof around with StreamYard.
There you go. What are you going to do, Robert? Oh.
Everything rings at the same time. I love it. Ding, 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 ding.
I think Cheryl sent Robert a picture.
I'm sorry if I missed anything in the chat, guys. For whatever reason, I could only see us or the chat. So it's like I got to go back and forth, so I don't keep up with the chat. I don't know why it's like that on my end, but
everybody's
if
talking
I missed
about
anything, sorry.
Doing an inventory. I haven't finished mine yet. I had such good intentions.
It's hard when you've got as much stuff as you do.
It's
right.
But I need to just do, a basket every time I go over there, or just something. And I don't.
Because you work your butt off. That's why.
Yeah.
Who wants more work? But you know what? It'll sell. Are you talking about going through and just checking inventory and stuff?
Making sure it's still listed. That's the
do that. I just pulled 5 things I know for a fact. If they're in this thing, they are listed. If they are in this thing, I have photographed it and put it, I put it on YouTube. I mean, there's like 5 things right here that just are. I don't think I listed that class first, to tell you the truth. But the other stuff I know, so I'm gonna have to go. Maybe it's in a different category,
Maybe. Well, mine is also things that fall over into another basket, and then I go hunt for it, and you can't find it,
or get stuck in another purse.
Yep.
I told my daughter, I'm like, I asked Bella. I said, Bella, I called her. I said, did I? This is something I would have sent to her. She loves this stuff, and I said, did I send you this purse? And she said, no, but you said you'd give it to me. Well, we got 2 problems. 1, I sold it, and 2, I can't find it. So maybe when I find it, you'll get it, huh?
And now you found it, right?
So I found it, right? I am going to message the lady that wanted it. It wasn't cheap. So I'm going to message her and see if she still wants it. And I'll send it to the Bella. Yes, Willie, are you hungry too? Is that why you're standing here looking at me?
Y'all have a good trip.
You guys have a good trip.
Yep.
Elizabeth, I'll talk to you.
All right. See you later, guys.
Bye, everybody. Bye.